The High Court Appellate and Special Power Division granted a judicial review application by Tenaga Nasional to set aside 3.977 billion ringgit in tax assessment for the years 2015 to 2017. High Court Judge Datuk Wan Ahmad Farid Wan Saleh agreed with TNB's argument that it is in the business of manufacturing electricity and hence entitled to claim reinvestment allowance on the capex that it incurred, including for the 3 assessment years to expand, modernize and automate its business. It is understood that this is one of the biggest tax disputes decided by the courts. TNB was also successful in its judicial review application last February to set aside a tax assessment of 1.812 billion ringgit for 2018 on similar reinvestment allowance provisions. The Inland Revenue Board had argued that TNB is not entitled to the allowance as it is just a service provider and not classified as being in the business of manufacturing electricity, but the court disagreed. Petronas Chemicals Group, or PetChem, saw its second quarter FY 2023 earnings slump 66% to 628 million ringgit, in line with lower earnings before interest, tax, depreciation and amortization, and share of profit from joint ventures and associates. Top line for the quarter rose by some 8% to 7.11 billion ringgit, largely due to higher sales volumes and inclusion of revenue from a recently acquired subsidiary. PetChem declared a first interim dividend of 8 cents per share. For the first half of FY 2023, it booked a 70.6% fall in net profit to 1.16 billion ringgit, despite posting an 11% jump in revenue to 14.67 billion ringgit. On its prospects, PetChem said fertilizer and methanol product prices are forecast to stabilize amid short supply in the region. For specialties, the group expects weaker sales and earnings development in view of slower industrial growth impacting demand. At the close, PetChem was 1.6% higher at 7 ringgit 1 cent a share, giving the group a market capitalization of 56.08 billion ringgit. Seremban-based Matrix Concept Holdings booked a 37.3% jump in first quarter FY 2024 net profit as the pace of construction activity picked up following the resolution of labour shortage issues. Earnings rose during the period to 64.6 million ringgit, while revenue grew 44.6% to 331.43 million ringgit on higher contributions from its property development division. The company declared a first interim dividend of 2.5 cents per share. According to Matrix, the group extended its strong sales momentum by securing 305.3 million ringgit worth of new property sales, while unbilled sales amounted to 1.4 billion as at June 30th, 2023. This provides secure earnings visibility over the next 15 to 18 months. It also expects to continue benefiting from the healthy demand trend moving forward, particularly at its flagship Sendayan developments in Negeri Sembilan and Bandar Sri Impian in Kluang Johor. Shares on Matrix traded 2.1% higher at 1 ringgit 49 cent a piece, valuing the group at 1.86 billion ringgit. Communications and Digital Minister Fahmi is set to meet with local telcos to address the additional charges being imposed on subscribers seeking access to the 5G network. Fahmi told the press that not all telcos levy extra charges, such as YTL Communications, and that he aims to meet the CEOs of the companies to coordinate the matter. Certain mobile number operators in Malaysia require subscribers to pay an additional premium ranging between 3 ringgit and 20 ringgit on top of existing phone bills to gain access to the 5G network. The minister said the telcos are also slated to announce a series of affordable 5G packages come National Day on August 31st. On the shift to a dual network model once coverage of populated areas hit 80%, Fahmi said TNB will serve half of the nation's telcos, while the remaining half of the industry will rely on an entity B, which has yet to be determined. Star Media Group saw its second quarter FY 2023 net profit more than halved to 791,000 ringgit as operating costs and taxation increased. Revenue for the quarter advanced 7.7% to 58.02 million ringgit. For the first half of FY 2023, Star Media's net profit dropped 55.5% to 1.93 million ringgit, while top line rose slightly to 110.01 million ringgit. On prospects, Star Media said it remains financially prudent and will continue to focus on its revenue enhancement initiatives and operational efficiency improvements. The group continues to increase its range of products, such as the BM print publication Majority 7, launched in 2022, and the recent introduction of its weekly business print publication StarBiz 7. Based on the prevailing market conditions, it said it remains cautiously optimistic on its future outlook. Star Media's share price, which has risen over 28% year to date, finished at 38.5 cents for a market capitalization of 280.61 million ringgit.